How's it going, Boro fans? Welcome to the Middlesbrough vs Swansea preview. Obviously, we play Swansea on Saturday, but first we're just going to talk a bit about the Bolton game. Obviously, we did beat them 2-0 on Wednesday night. A great result, 3 points, moved up to second in the league. It wasn't the best of games, but we're not going to talk much about that. I just want to recap a bit because this game is important for Saturday, I feel, because some of the performances could affect the team lineup, such as John Hugel. Does he get a start again on Saturday? Assembling obviously come on very late and got a goal. It was a tidy finish. And then you've got George Saville who made his debut. He scored. Is he going to start Saturday? We've got options, and it's a good headache for Tony Pulis to have, I feel. We'll talk a bit about Swansea's squad. Obviously they've got experience. They've got Van der Horn in there. They've still got Carl Norton. They've got youngsters. They've got McBurney, who's a good player. He scored a lot of goals in this league last season for Barnsley. He's scoring goals this season. They've got Grimes, who's always been tipped to be a good player. So it's going to be a tough game. Swansea haven't actually scored many goals this season. We don't think Boro have scored a lot of goals. Swansea have only scored 8 goals, I think, this season. Boro have scored 13. And us Boro fans, do moan about the lack of goals that we score. But compared to Swansea, they are lacking. Swansea did get beat 1-0 by Stoke on Wednesday night. I think it was Joe Allen that scored for Stoke, which is ironic in football. That does happen a lot, obviously, against his old team. They'll want to bounce back with a win. They're only in 10th in the league, underperforming, some would say. Obviously, still early doors in the season, guys. We can't go off league position, but you know, pressure is going to build on Swansea's manager if they're staying mid-table for this amount of time. I'm going to go through a predicted lineup for Boro. I feel like I'm going to do this in every preview I do. I just feel like if I get it right, I feel good about myself, basically. So we'll do that. In goal, I'm going to go with Darren Randolph. And before going to it, guys, actually, let me know in the comments what your predicted lineup would be for the team. I'm interested to see. So I'm going to go with Darren Randolph in goal. I think obviously it's the starting choice in the goalkeeper. You don't change that. Left back, or it could be wing back, depending where you play 5 at the back or 4 at the back. Obviously we played 4-4-2 on Tuesday. That is another talking point. Do we go back to the 5 at the back against Swansea, which he might do? He's done that against Leeds and West Brom, who are a sort of high-profile team, as you like. Does he stick with that 5 at the back, or does he go with the 4 at the back like he did for Bolton? Personally, I think he's going to go with the 5 at the back again, just because I feel it's a big game. I feel like I want to keep it tight against a good Swansea attack. So, obviously, Darren Randolph in goal, like I've said. Left back, well, left wing back, I think it'll be George Friend. He does have his critics, but Tony Pulis trusts George Friend. He does, and there's nothing we can do about that. Fans are 50-50 with George Friend. Personally, I'd like to see someone else get a try. Maybe McQueen, maybe Downing at wing back, who knows. But a Friend will be in the team, I think, although I don't want him to be. The 3 centre-backs, I think, will be Aidan Flint in the middle. He's a leader. He keeps it solid all the time. You saw against Bolton. He never switches off, even when the games are sort of easy, when you're controlling the game. He's always keeping everyone switched on. Will Dale Fry come back in the team? I think he will, and I think Ayala will also be in there. That's the back 3. He's going to keep Ryan Shott on right wing back. He's basically the only right wing back we have. In midfield, it's going to be a 3 in midfield, not the 2 that it was against Bolton. So does he bring Besic back in? Obviously Besic was dropped against Bolton. He'll have a point to prove. Someone like Besic, he's come here. He won't want to be on the bench this season, that is for sure. So I think it'll be George Saville in midfield, Adam Clayton. So now this is Besic or Howson. You can't drop Johnny Howson, guys. You cannot drop Johnny Howson. The man is a magician this season. He's something else this season. I don't know what's happened to him pre-season, but Johnny Howson has been by far Boro's best player this season. So I think it'll be Johnny Howson, Saville, and Adam Clayton in midfield. Adam Clayton is, you know what you get from Adam Clayton. He tidies up at the back. He's a sweeper who just sits in front of the defence, wins tackles. He's a bit rash at times, but he does his job well. Then up front, do we go John Hugel or Sumberlonga? Is Braithwaite going to play again? Obviously, Hugel's needed match minutes. He's not match fit, as Tony Pulis puts it. Sumberlonga's obviously scored against Bolton. He won't have been happy being on the bench. No striker is happy being on the bench when they're expected to score 20 goals a season, guys. So it's going to be interesting to see who he plays. Ashley Fletcher is obviously still another option. Wasn't on the bench against Bolton. I doubt he'll be in the squad. But I reckon we will go with a Sumberland getting Braithwaite up top. We know what they can do. We've seen it last season. That is a partnership that builds. They have a good connection. I feel like Braithwaite sort of plays off of Sumberland, a bit drops deeper. and then the Sambonga gets in behind, and we've scored many goals from that. I remember Sheffield United's Birmingham at home. Them two worked really well together, guys. So that's my predicted team for the game against Swansea. If you want to get involved, guys, drop a like, drop a comment with your predicted lineup. But I want to hear from you guys. I always reply to the comments, I do. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.